Hello, beautiful love goddess. Today we are talking about what to do when you are feeling stressed, when you are feeling overwhelmed, what to do when you are looking at your to-do list and you're going, oh my God, how in the world will I be able to accomplish all of that? And you have this sense of anxiety rising and your stress levels are really high and you're wondering, there's only that one person that is me, and there's all of these other things that is required of me, and I don't know how I'm gonna do it all by myself. And so if you are feeling sometimes that you are stuck in this situation, this mini podcast recording is for you. So when you are feeling overwhelmed, by the way, I get that a lot. I tend to dream big, and I have all these ideas of the things that I want to do, and I have it all planned out in a really nice manner. But as I'm starting to think, how am I going to accomplish all of that? I am getting into almost like a mini panic mode. I was like, oh my God, there is so much, and how will I really do all of that, right? And I've started building my team and my business to help me out and relieve certain things off of my shoulders. And really, I don't remember who said that, but somebody wise really said that you eat an elephant one bite-sized piece at a time. And so when you are feeling stressed, feeling overwhelmed, you really sit down and you look at your thing or at your list and you ask yourself a question. All right, what is the most urgent thing on that list that I must do first? That means what's the most urgent thing that will create big consequences if you don't accomplish it first. So then this is the only thing that you are focusing in the time being. Don't even think about other things that are coming your way. Focus on that one thing that you are accomplishing and forget about all other things in the meantime. There's a book called Eat a Frog. And by the way, in my own time, it helped me very much. A frog simply means is that one task that you need to do that you've been avoiding doing, like that should be the very first thing that you do in the morning. When you wake up, you eat the frog, you overcome that one uncomfortable task, because otherwise you'll be delaying, procrastinating, and you will not accomplish that one thing, right? And so that is one thing that's going to move the needle forward for you that you do first thing in the morning. That's the first thing on your to-do list that you must do. And that will create either a big ripple effect for you, or if it's a matter of an urgency and you have to do certain things by certain deadline, otherwise you will acquire consequences. That is when you prioritize what needs to be done first. And most likely, if you separate your to-do list into different tasks, you will find that you will have urgent list with big consequences. You will have a list, a column where it's urgent and, little consequences. Then you're gonna have a list of things that would be nice to do, right? And you're gonna end up with the list that you can either completely delete out of your to-do list or at least delegate, so at least it's not you, so you can free up your time. And the reason why you want to prioritize is that you want to open up more time for your fun, your joy, your enjoyment in life. You want to open up the time where you are actually taking it all in and enjoying and creating the fun experiences that that a love goddess is creating. And we have to approach that just as well. We have to approach it from a planning perspective, because you want to set aside time on your calendar for your own fun. You want to set aside time on your calendar for a date night, for a movie theater, for a dinner, for, going out with girlfriends, whatever that might be that Love Goddess enjoys. You prioritize with that same sense of urgency that you would prioritize your work or your responsibilities. So that is how you deal with overwhelmed. And now let's talk about the feeling of overwhelm that comes up when you faced with so many things and so little time. The feeling of overwhelm comes when you really start getting clarity and sit down with yourself. When you sit down with yourself and you ask yourself, close your eyes, ask yourself a question, what is really important? What is really important? Because most likely you're gonna end up with you've been running. There's a lot of buzzing thoughts and a lot of little things that you must remember. But most likely those are not important things, like answer this email, not forget to do that. And I carry a notepad with me at all times, or for that matter, you can use your phone in a notes app. You just record, I gotta do this, and that way it's out of your head and out onto something else where you don't need to actually carry it inside of your energy field, inside of your brain, because there's only limited space there, right? That's why I dump it. I call it a brain dump process. I dump it either in my notepad. I did find that I do better with an actual paper pad that is on a ring, because I can flip it to the new page and there it is. All of the thoughts that are coming up, I write them down. So I dump it immediately as they appear. They're not in my brain. They're on the paper. I dump them on the paper, and there we go. I'm able to refocus to what's important, what's on my priority list, right? Because things do come up and they do bombard me from all the different directions, and I am aware of them, but I don't put time and energy stressing about them. I dump them on a paper. I know these things could be handled at a later time. Nobody's gonna die if I don't answer that email right away. In fact, if something negative comes in that requires attention, I don't respond right away. I sit with it. In fact, I sit for as long as multiple days. And when I'm fully clear on how to proceed with that person or that situations, only then I respond. And I respond with a clarity and sense of very firm decision and a sense of feeling good about my decision versus acting spontaneously on a hot hand, right? So when you have a lot of things that are coming at you all at once, you really need to sit down and ask yourself a question. What is it that's coming up? And brain dump all of that in your journal, on your paper, onto your note app. And you're gonna understand that a lot of that stuff is just random nonsense and it's busy work, it's not productive. So then you're gonna refocus, reshape, reconfigure, rebound your attention to what's important, right? To what it is that you should be pursuing, you should be doing, because you before that already did the work of what is my priority? What's the most urgent thing? What's the thing that needs to be handled first? Or what's the thing that's going to create a bigger ripple effect for you to move you forward in whatever project that you are trying to succeed? And with that, my love, I hope you will now go and take that notepad and a pen and sit down and brain dump all of those crazy thoughts that are coming onto you at a very fast speed and really create that list of priorities. What's important for you, what's not important for you, what can be eliminated, what can be delegated, what is the most urgent thing that has really high consequences, what's something that can go second that is still urgent but doesn't have those consequences, what can wait. Right? And that's the list I want for you to create. And so you can start seeing all of the things that are coming at you in perspective of those 4 categories.